Apple and Epic Games are currently wrapped up in a smackdown over Apple's App Store policies. And now the maker of Fortnite is stepping up the fight by announcing a tournament to be held this weekend. Who better to tell us more than our tech editor, Dan Howley? So Dan, first off, were you surprised by this announcement? And what do we know about the tournament?
No, not really surprised. This is definitely some form of trolling that Epic is doing because of this ongoing matter with Apple. Obviously, just to reiterate, the issue comes down to the commission that Apple collects on apps purchased through the App Store. It's also fighting with Google over the same issue, but they're really fighting Apple because Apple only lets you download apps from the App Store to put anything on your phone, whereas with Google, there are third-party options out there, including Epic's own game store that you can download and get Fortnite onto your device. But neither company has Epic Games Fortnite in their App Store, and this tournament is basically going to be held and allow players to play and get things like an in-game skin for that kind of, I guess, anthropomorphized rotten apple that they're using to represent Apple. They put that in a kind of phony version of the famous 1984 Macintosh ad. I think they called it 1980 Fortnite. And basically, it was a total recreation of it with Fortnite characters. And winners of this tournament are going to get non-Apple tech equipment. So we're talking about an Alienware gaming laptop, that's a Windows machine, Samsung's Galaxy Tab S7, a OnePlus 8, that's an Android phone. You can also get a PlayStation 4 Pro, an Xbox One X, or a Nintendo Switch. So obviously what Epic is doing here is highlighting the different platforms that Fortnite is still available on. Because yes, it does hurt them that they're missing out on the Apple and Google to a degree fan bases. But again, they have Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and PC, where plenty of gamers can flock to. And it's not like you need a real heavy gaming PC to play Fortnite. You can do it on basically any run-of-the-mill machine that's available right now.
Dan, do you think Apple ultimately loses this situation? And it's not just Epic Games. Now, you had the Journal reporting this morning, news publishers are also attacking Apple and how much revenue they get off of the App Store.
Yeah, see, now this becomes a greater issue, and it's kind of something that I discussed in a piece I had written earlier this week about how Epic is kind of piling on with Microsoft and Facebook, Netflix, to a degree, Spotify, all of these companies coming out and saying, look, we don't want to pay this commission, or there's issues with the way Apple kind of deals with apps or restricts certain apps. That issue with Microsoft and Facebook have to do with their gaming apps. Apple won't allow them to run inside the App Store because they don't meet guidelines. This thing with the news publishers, they want to know how they can get kind of the same sweetheart deal that Amazon got when it came to getting Prime Video onto the App Store. Basically, Prime Video subscriptions weren't taxed as much or didn't have to cover as large a commission as similar subscriptions would. And that was a deal that basically Jeff Bezos had worked out with the heads of Apple. They want to know how the news publishers want to get in on how they can get the same kind of deal. And we've seen kind of a backlash from news publishers against Apple. In fact, the New York Times pulled out of having any of its content put on Apple News, and they refused to be a part of Apple News Plus, the subscription service, because they didn't think that the terms of the deals to be part of that were equitable for them.
All right, Dan Howley, thanks for the update ahead of that Fortnite tournament this weekend. Have a good one.